Hello friends, we all know that the election for 18th Lok Sabha took place and the new government was formed on 9th June 2024. But this new government is not of a single party. Though BJP is the largest single party, it has not majority and hence it has to take the help of two regional parties, one from Bihar and the other from Andhra Pradesh. Even before formation of the government, during the period of election, as we all know, there was a buzzword, and that was special category status to the states. Some states may get special category status. And this episode, friends, is for understanding this special category status for the states. This is a classification given by the center, that is central government, to the states in order to assist the development of the states. All states are not economically, socially at par. Some are having good industrial progress, whereas some are lacking behind. Some are having geographical advantages where few other states don't have. Hence it becomes necessary for those states which face geographical and socio-economic disadvantages. Such states may claim this special category status. So some states having hilly and difficult terrain may claim this status. States having low population density or sizable share of tribal population may stand in the queue. Some states may have strategic location along the borders with neighboring countries, and such border states may also need some special treatment. Some states may have economic and infrastructural backwardness, and hence special attention may be needed to such states. And some states may not be having sufficient finances. Their revenue sources may be insufficient for their progress and development. Such states also may become eligible for claiming special category status. So, in order to have their development, the central government may declare such states as special category status states. Now the question may come up to mind whether this special category status is granted by the Constitution of India or not. The answer is no. There is no provision in the Constitution for special category status. Then how this status is given? This classification was later done on the recommendations of the 5th Finance Commission, and that too after 22 years of independence, that is in 1969. And this was granted by the National Development Council of the Planning Commission. So Planning Commission is the authority, and the National Development Council, a part and parcel of Planning Commission, used to give this type of status to the states. In 1969, for the first time, this type of status was granted to Jammu Kashmir, Assam and Nagaland. We can immediately understand the special nature of these three states and why they were given this type of status. At present, there were 11 states who have been accorded the special category state status. The latest one is Telangana. When this Telangana, the new state, was accorded this status, it was carved out of another state, that is Andhra Pradesh. So when Telangana was separated from Andhra Pradesh and a new state was created, the special category status was granted to Telangana. Now the question that may come up to our mind is, what benefits are granted to these states? Which benefits do they enjoy? Of course, these benefits are in terms of money, grants received from the central government. The central government has some schemes which are called as centrally sponsored schemes. For these centrally sponsored schemes, the center transfers 90% of the required funds to these special category status states. And for all other states, only 60% grant is given. The balance is to be contributed by the state itself. So if the state is categorized as special category state, it will get 90% for implementing centrally sponsored schemes, and the state itself has to contribute only 10% as against 40% which is required to be contributed by other states. Another benefit also these states can get. If suppose centrally sponsored schemes have been granted some amount by the center and that is not spent during a year, this unspent money in a financial year will lapse for other states. That is, they cannot carry forward this amount for the next year. But such special category states are allowed to carry forward the unspent amount for the next year. This is a very big advantage that these special category status states enjoy. Significant concessions, the third benefit, are provided to these states in excise and customs duties as well as income tax and corporate tax. And one more benefit, 30% of the center's gross budget goes to special category states. So such states will get more amount transferred from center. Only special category states were provided special plan assistance for projects, and that is 90% grant. And special central assistance grant to the extent of 100%. One more benefit that these states can enjoy. The assistance for externally aided projects flows to special category states as 90% grant, whereas for general category states, it flows as back-to-back loans. So other states get the amount as a loan, whereas these states, special category states, get it by way of a grant. So this is in short what is special category for the states. Now, are there any concerns for these special category status states? Certainly, the government commits a very big amount, as I said, 90%, some concessions, and hence it's a burden on central government's resources. Secondly, it creates a disparity. The special category states enjoy more benefits as compared to other states, non-special category states, and hence there may be some dissatisfaction with non-special category states. And whenever as we find very recently, regional parties are forming the governments in different states. So the government in the center may be of different party, and the parties ruling in the states may be different. This dissatisfaction among the non-special category status states may create some political instability also. One more concern is regarding dependency of the states on the center for financial assistance. This will discourage these states to take efforts for self-sufficiency and for their own economic growth. And over and above all this, there are implementation challenges also. Considering all this, probably the government abolished Planning Commission in 2014 and replaced it by what is called as Niti Aayog. But there is a lot of difference in the powers that these two agencies have. Planning Commission was able to decide the priorities. Not only deciding the priorities, but allocation of the funds was also a part and parcel of the duties of Planning Commission. So Planning Commission was able to decide which states will be special category status states, what amount is to be given to them, which projects are to be implemented, which will be centrally sponsored projects, and so on. Niti Aayog is merely an advisory body. It does not have the authority to allocate the funds, to recommend allocation of the funds. And hence, as Planning Commission is abolished, naturally, the authority of this Planning Commission in the form of what is called a National Development Council, that is also gone, and hence after 2014 no state is declared as special category status state. But before the election of this 18th Lok Sabha, as we know, the regional parties were playing an important role, and hence it was expected that after the election, when coalition government will be formed, these regional parties will insist the central government to recreate or restart this concept of special category status states. However, that has not happened. The government could manage not to declare special category status states even after the election of 2024. However, some special allocations have been made, some special projects have been announced in the budget of 2024. We know that for Bihar and Andhra Pradesh, the allocation has been of more than 76,000 crores in this budget. But apart from allocating this much amount and announcing some projects for Bihar and Andhra Pradesh, the special category status has not been started again. Well, this is all about special category states. Goodbye.